Hello and welcome back to the workshop. Now this is a little bit of a different video. As you know, I've been doing a lot of recording and editing and posting for the Great Guitar Build Off. As with a build like that, it takes a while to do, so I tend to get a lot of footage that I have to sift through. So I'm trying to span out and think of ways that I can further continue to put content out, but not rely solely on the one build that I'm working on. Because, like I said, it takes a while, and I then have to get through enough of the operation to have enough to edit down for a video. So, this video is kind of an intro, so we won't get any work actually done today, but what I've got here is started out as an idea I was kicking around for a while, and in searching for that idea, I will still probably do that later on down the road. But I figured why not use what I already have on hand. So what I've got is this. As you can see, it's a bit rough around the edges. So what are we going to do with this? Well, this started out life as a Squire Stratocaster project that our daycare's son started working on when he was in high school and left at their house when he moved out. So I ended up with the box because she knew that I worked on guitars. What this has been for me has been a template to get measurements and to use for various different things, testing out pickup fits, etc., etc. And then the neck, as you've probably realized, this has shown up in a couple videos before, but this is Tim Sway's knot sticker that I inlaid into the headstock a long while back. And I also at one point did a half moon scallop on this fretboard, which feels really nice, and I've wanted to put it back on a guitar and just haven't gotten around to it. So what the idea was that I was going to take a cheap guitar and soup it up to see how good we could end up making it. Now, as I stated, I'd still like to do that. I just have to find the right guitar to do it with. But for this, I decided to go with this body and neck because Strats are one of the most universal as far as parts are concerned, because chances are if you're ordering parts, they have a Strat option. Now, why is that important for this? Because once I get this stripped down and redone and put back together, what I want to do is I want to use this as a tester guitar. So essentially the pickups and hardware will not always stay the same. What does this mean for future videos? This means that not only will I be putting this guitar back together, but this will be used to do hardware reviews. As most of my guitars, I am happy with the parts and pieces that are already in those guitars, so I don't want to constantly swap those out. But I did want a guitar that I could constantly swap out, and this is the perfect husk to do so, as I've stated, because Strats are one of the most universal body designs. And quite frankly, I don't really have a Strat hanging around out of all of the guitars that I have. Now, I don't have any hardware on hand currently. I have a short list of things that I've been wanting to try out and test out that I have not had the chance to yet. So, I'm not going to list them out here, but just know that I've got some interesting things to try out in this. So what's first for this? The neck is in good working order, so nothing has to be done to that. This neck pocket fits that perfectly, so all I really have to do is strip this back and decide what I'm going to do with the body. It looks like it is a multi-piece body, but it looks like solid wood, so I think we can do something interesting with that. And as you know, I'm not a big fan of painting, so I would prefer to do a dye finish or something of that nature. So maybe we'll do a dark color to try and hide some of these joints here, and maybe do a burst finish of some sort. So if you've got any recommendations, please let me know down in the comments. We could do any number of burst finish. We could do standard burst, we could do a reverse burst, we could do a purple and blue, purple and black, a blue on green, even a red on black, maybe even a faded. I haven't quite decided yet. First, I'm going to have to strip this down and see if that's even possible on this. All we got to figure out is the pick guard, which I think I want to make one. Because as far as that part is concerned, that's going to be a permanent fixture on this. That's one of the hardware that is not going to change out constantly. So what I ask from you, let me know some hardware that you really want to see a review of. And we can start utilizing this body to do so. I primarily picked this one because there's a lot of different trem systems out there that I'm really intrigued in looking at. And that's one of the primary things that will probably be changing out on this thing, as well as pickups. So this will generally be pickup and trem reviews, and this is a post-mounted trem, so there are many different options that we could do for that. But also with that, because it's post hole, there are some standard straight mount that will work with the post holes. Now I know this isn't the standard video, and this isn't really an update on the Great Guitar Build-Off, and quite frankly, judging by the other ones, this one won't generally get the boost in views that I normally see. But I just wanted to get it out there and let you guys know that this stuff is coming. I am gearing up to do more reviews in the future. I just haven't had a whole lot come through at this point, or anything that really has piqued my interest more than hardware, which I've really had the outlet to venture into because I am happy with the guitars that I have the way that they are, and I don't really want to swap them out. So having something that I can continuously switch out as needed is perfect for this kind of setup. So with that, I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Stay tuned.